Are you ready for the next project? I hope you are. And today I'm working with Lindy for Lindy's September color challenge, so stay tuned. Let's start with colors. The first one I'm using today is Magical Martian Magenta, and I'm working on mixed media paper. I'm gonna make out of these papers art journal. For now I use them separately, and that's why in this particular project this is a very good thing to do, and you're gonna see it in a moment. By the way, for those of you who are first time here on my channel, it's JOANNAMARQUET here, Lemon Creation. What I've done until now with this project, I basically spray the water on both sides of the mixed media paper, so like that, if you spray on both sides you avoid too much warping. And then I sprinkle magical, not all over the page, because I usually like to leave some negative space, although at the end of this project you're gonna see there is not that much of it. And that's why it's very good for this particular project to work on the piece of paper which is not attached as yet to any art journal, because I'm gonna be using 3D embossing folder from Altenew. This month prompt for Lindy's color challenge, it's well, there are always 3 colors. You have to choose at least 2 of them, but there is also a prompt, and the prompt word is leaves. And this folder just looks so beautiful. You can see now I got a beautiful 3D impression on the paper, and that I couldn't do, of course, if I was working in the art journal with pages all attached. And here you can see the prompt for the color challenge, and I'm using 2 sprays, and as you can see I decided to use the sprays with a sponge and kind of dab it slightly the color on the page, because I wanted that the only raised surface on the of the page will get some color. Of course, it's not the ideal way to do it. I don't know if there is really an ideal way to do it, because when you work with a raised surface like that, it's very hard to actually not to add color on the flat surface underneath. But if you do it quite I don't know, carefully, I think quite slowly, you'll get the most results, or the better results. Voila. And so you see me right now, I'm using a Grease Lightning Green, a really nice color, and then I'm gonna add some blazing black. The reason for me to add the blazing black is that after adding those 3 colors to the page, I realized kind of that the raised surfaces could be more visible still. And you know what to do when you want to have things popping out of the page. The best way is to add some shadowing. Because I have a lot of leaves, I didn't really add the shadowing, because shadows are always on one side, but I kind of use my black in between the leaves, beside the branches, so like that the raised parts pop up a little bit more. And that's what I'm doing right now, so I let you look and listen to some nice music, and I'll be back in a second. Because this is kind of experimental page for me, believe it or not. It's the first time I actually used or embossed a whole art journal page, then added the paints the way I added them. I decided to keep on experimenting until until the last minute basically of the project. So now, right now, I'm gonna be adding some accents with embossing powder. It's gonna be a golden accents, because when you are doing or when you are participating in a Lindy's color challenge, you can always use whites, blacks, and golden metallic paints. So I said to myself, why not try to even more accentuate the raised parts of the card, of the paper. And as you see, I dabbed delicately the embossing ink, as I am doing right now, and then sprinkle a little bit of embossing powder on it, try it, and then I'm doing it again, trying to put the embossing ink in different places than the first time, and then I'm sprinkling another color. Of course, if you have maybe like a less intricate embossing folder and less raised areas, you can of course use an embossed pen, and like that you will have more precise application. But I used that, I used ink pad, and it worked really nice, and that's what I'm showing you right now. The accents are really small, but they are there, and I actually don't like when things shine too much, so I'm really happy with it. And of course, to make the page pop up even more, to give it some kind of like an anchor, I'm using the black paper at the back. And I think, in my opinion, this contrast which black paper gives makes the page look even better. As you've seen, I am using one of my designs. It's a lovely chameleon, which you can buy in my shop. So there is gonna be linked down below this video. Please check it out. And yes, I traced the edges of the chameleon after cutting with the black pen, so like that the edges are not white, because you know, when you use paper elements and you cut them, always the edges are white, so you know, just to kind of make it more nice, I think, more pleasing to the eye, I usually cover the edges with black. But of course there was something missing. The small guy didn't have a branch to sit on, so I just went to the garden, got some dry branch, and I'm adhering it now with the 3D margel from Finnabair. And to finish the project on, I'm gonna add a sentiment from also my like kind of booklets of sentiments, which I think it just goes very well with this page. And that's it, if I am not mistaken, because I've done this video a few good days ago, or even weeks maybe, but I think that this is it for the project. And as I mentioned to you, at some point I'm gonna make an art journal with all these loose pages, so like that I have them all in one place, and then I'm gonna do my best to show you the process. And of course I forgot about the splatter, how could I? So I'm using again water-soluble oil pastels, and with them I get really microscopic almost splatter, and I absolutely love it. The color is very vibrant and it stays there and it's visible, so that would be that would be it in this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe and hit the notification button, it means so much to me. Always looking forward to any of your comments, and yes, if you haven't checked my shop, I would be very grateful if you do so. I have some new items, and there are new items coming at some point also. I'm trying to keep it afloat and make a living, so the link is down below. Meanwhile, I wish you a beautiful day. I hope you're gonna participate in Lindy's challenge, and I'll see you in the next video. Big hugs, guys. Bye bye.